In the Capellini space, the scenography has changed once again. This time, it was the duo Panther and Turon who were responsible for it, and they already have some experience collaborating with this renowned brand. And here, in this new space, in this new ambience, there are objects on display that possess a certain duality of meaning. In other words, the furniture here is presented not only as form, but also as a script for how the future owners of such luxurious and modern homes will live. First of all, let us pay attention to the development of the Uni collection designed by Pier Lessoni. This is modular furniture with a very unusual construction. The unusual aspect here is that the hinged doors are absolutely enormous, and this has been made possible by using aluminium sheets. The thickness is uniform, just 10 mm, both on the front and on the body components. Again, this has been made possible thanks to exceptional craftsmanship with the material and the creation of a very unusual joint. Uni is available as wall-mounted cabinets and as a chest of drawers. There's also a bedside table version, a large tall chest of drawers, and you can also combine them with open shelves. All the pieces can be finished with glossy lacquer in various shades. An addition has also appeared in the collection of modular sofas by Patricia Urquiola, which is called Ludo. Here, it's worth paying attention to this remarkable element, which can simultaneously serve as a divider between the sofa modules. And these elements can also be assembled into a coffee table. This sofa group is complemented by a new addition for this season and a collaboration with the Finnish designer Antti Hartikainen. The tables are called junto, which translates as connection or joint. And here we see the joining of two parts, the base and the tabletop. Two heights are offered, as well as two sizes of the tabletop itself. They can be made in various glossy lacquers or have a natural wood finish. And another new item is the Sculptural Quadro armchair, designed by Sebastian Herkner. The armchair can be upholstered in various fabrics from the Capellini collection, and it can also be complemented by an ottoman, which has the same silhouette as the base of the armchair. We are already familiar with the oblong bed. The update here is that a version with a built-in linen drawer has appeared. This option is in high demand in Eastern European countries. The dolmen table, designed by the company's founder Giulio Capellini himself, can now be made in a lacquered version with either a round or an oval tabletop, so that you have the opportunity to choose a complete solution for the dining area from Maestro Cappellini. This year he is also presenting new chairs. This is a three-legged chair, which can be painted in the same lacquers as the dolmen tables and can also have a wood texture, either in a natural or black finish. As for the upholstery, all fabric options from the Capellini portfolio are available here as well, plus you can choose from various types of leather. When creating Frettico collection, Daisuke Kitagawa reimagined the delicate charm of traditional Japanese syoji. As you may recall, these light partitions made of rice paper were, and still are, used in traditional Japanese homes to divide up space. Here, we see this aesthetic reflected on the facades. Moreover, these facades can be finished with fabric, or made entirely from wood. The back panel of the wardrobes can also be upholstered with fabric. Various finishes are available, all preserving the wood's natural texture. The material tables are offered in very similar finishes. This is a collaboration with the designer Giacomo Moore. Giacomo Moore is a craftsman, a cabinet maker, and in the design of this piece, we can immediately see the creator's passion. Very striking joints, exceptional craftsmanship with the material. Joe Colombo's 1963 masterpiece, the Combi Center, returns in a limited reissue by Capellini. This drawer system is available in 3 colors, and since it's a limited edition, only 1 color is allowed per customer. If you're enamored with this piece but have no space for 3 of them, You might prefer the small round coffee table, also by Joe Colombo. The tabletop is made from natural aluminium. The base of the table is also crafted from this material. As for the interior, it can be painted in 3 colors: black, yellow, and red. The Millipede table collection by Demora Studio is also continuing its evolution. The leg design has been slightly simplified, and now a monocolor version is available. This has made it possible to significantly reduce the cost of this piece. If you've ever dreamed of owning such a striking table, you now have the chance to save a little, if that term can even be applied to the Capellini collection. The red bookcase, which was presented last year as a prototype, is now available to order. Let me remind you, the creators of this piece are a duo from Saudi Arabia of Palestinian origin. The ladies from Reggio Studio were inspired by brutalist architecture. And now this statement piece can adorn your interior. Orchisato from Nendo Studio has come up with quite a contemplative piece. This is the Tastumu vase, which consists of a set of 4 molded ceramic elements that you can arrange in absolutely any combination you like. And of course, we should also mention the new wool rugs. These include Furcada by Giulio Cappellini, which explores form and texture, new versions of the Mondo rugs by Lorenzo Domioni, and Camouflage by François Azambour. Marger's design stand is a box within a box. And inside this box, as always, there are plenty of treasures and new items. First of all, let's pay attention to the motto collection designed by Jasper Morrison. Marger's first collaboration with Jasper all the way back to 1993, and this collection is a reunion of old friends. Motto takes its name from Motto di Livenza, that is, the place where the original Marger's headquarters was located. When creating the chair, Jasper was inspired by the spaghetti chair by Gian Domenico Bellotti. It's a chair with legs made from ordinary steel tubing. You might think the tubing is nothing special, but the chairs turned out to be quite unusual and distinctive. They can be painted in various colors, can have a seat made of wood, and also come in different shades of lacquer. There is also a cushioned version, and so that you have somewhere to put your notebook while sitting on these chairs, there is also a matching collection of coffee tables and side tables. When creating the Ancora collection, Roman Borolek was inspired by the architecture of Pierluigi Nervi and the sensual design of Angelo Mongiarotti. It is a kind of homage to brutalist architecture and its aesthetic. And just like this aesthetic, the Ancora tables feature rather simple structures, yet offer Palladian perspectives of space. There is a rectangular version, and there is a version with a round tabletop, which can be either concrete effect or made from wood. And there is a whole range of small tables, which can also be used as stools with these tables. When creating the squash collection, Paul Coxedge wanted to bring 3-dimensional action into a 2-dimensional space. And this tension and compression is reflected in the mirrored surfaces. Moreover, a combination of materials is also used here. The shelves are made of wood, while the frames are metal. These are very expressive objects, conveying plasticity and flexibility in quite a simple way. Looking at the bishop chairs designed by Konstantin Grcic, it's very difficult to determine what material these chairs are made from. It's metal just 1 mm thick, which has been bent into voluminous shapes, carefully welded, and then coated with a glossy lacquer. And in this chair we see, on the one hand, the simplicity of the design, and on the other, the grandeur of that simplicity. And I think these chairs would make a wonderful addition to another new item at this show, table collection designed by
Brogliato traverso.
These are round tables, but at the same time, they are extendable tables. And here, a single very elegant detail solves absolutely everything. A special weight, which in itself looks like a striking architectural feature, allows the table to remain light and almost airy, while still providing the necessary functionality and, even when extended, prevents it from tipping over, even if someone leans on it. Marger's is also presenting the most successful new products from last season. This is the Twain armchair, also designed by Konstantin Grcic, which is a modern interpretation of a safari chair. It is a modular construction held together with leather straps. The round metal table from Industrial Design is presented in new finishes. These are a bronze shade and a very trend terracotta. The Tachita series of chests of drawers continues to impress with the innovation of its technical solution. The hardware is actually made from the same fabric used to finish the fronts. These are various shades of felt. And the outdoor furniture inside, designed by Thomas Heatherwick, is presented here in a new color scheme. The piece looks perhaps even more expressive on the inside than on the outside, adding a certain playfulness and mystery. And the third area is located right in the middle. This is the most secret box, where negotiations take place and deals are made. And here is the collection of mirrors with ceramic frames, called